Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome back to a new video. My name is Maneetpaul Singh. Today I'll be reviewing the smart water bottle called the Hidrate Spark Steel Edition. If you've been following my channel, you know I previously reviewed the Spark Hydrate 2.0 bottle and I loved it a lot because it would track how much water I drank every single day. The Hidrate team just released a new version of this bottle that's completely metal and I absolutely love it. In this video, I'm going to be showing you everything from ordering the bottle to how it compares with the older version. So if you're interested in hearing everything about the Hidrate Spark Steel Smart Water Bottle, keep on watching. The first thing I want to talk about is the ordering experience and all the different options you have available. When you order the bottle, the first thing you want to decide is the size that you want to get. You have two choices, 17 ounces and 21 ounces. And if you're a metric person, this equates to 500 milliliters or 620 milliliters. And after that, you actually want to choose which lid style that you want. This is a new option that they added for this bottle. You can choose between a chug version, which is very similar to the old model, or a straw version, which is brand new. And of course, you can also choose which color bottle that you like the most. For context, I got the 17 ounce black bottle with the chug lid, and looking back, the one thing I would change is getting the 21 ounce version instead. I find myself filling up this bottle quite often during the day, so just keep that in mind. When you get the bottle in the mail, the packaging is very simple. When you open it up, one of the first things you'll see is the USB charging cable, and I have to say this charging cable is absolute garbage. It's super thin, very flimsy. I don't expect this thing to last very long, and it's a proprietary charger. It's not a USB-C connector or anything like that. Also in the box, you'll find some brief documentation how to clean the water bottle and of course the water bottle itself. One thing that really confused me when I first got this bottle is I couldn't figure out how to power it on. There's no power button or anything like that, and on the instructions, at least at first glance, I couldn't find anything about how to power this on for the first time. After a few minutes of fiddling around, I eventually figured out you got to plug in the puck to the charger so it lights up and the Bluetooth turns on, but I'll talk more about that later. On the website, they say the bottle will keep your water cold for up to 24 hours. Now, I can't verify that exactly, but I can say it does keep your water cold for a very long period of time, and I can also say the website says that you cannot use it for hot liquid, so only cold stuff can go in this bottle. I like how the lid of the bottle has a lock on it so you don't accidentally open it up. That's a new thing that they added to this version. I also love the fabric loop on the back of the bottle. It makes it very easy to pick up the bottle and hold it. Now, the lid is also the only part of the bottle that is dishwasher safe. It is plastic, and I do feel the hinge is a little plasticky and it's going to break over time. I'm not too confident in the build quality of the lid by itself. With that being said, the lid is a completely separate part of the bottle. It comes off and you could probably replace it, so I really hope they do sell separate parts for the lid in case it does break in the future. Now, when you put this bottle next to the old version, you're going to see an improvement in almost every single aspect of the design, and I can't stress enough how much of an improvement this is from the old version. I stopped using the old water bottle because I dropped it one day and the lid completely broke, but putting that aside, the bottle itself got very scratched up just within a couple of weeks, and I didn't want to buy a new bottle and a new lid, so I just stopped using it completely. With the new steel version, you obviously can't scratch it the same way you can with the plastic bottle, and I've had it for a couple weeks now, and it has no blemishes anywhere on the metal, and I love that so much. In terms of cleaning the bottle, one thing that you have to do is remove the sensor puck at the bottom, which I'll talk about later on in the video, but you have to hand wash it. You cannot put the metal part of the bottle in the dishwasher. But one thing I also want to call out is I love the wide opening at the top of the bottle. Between using my old Hydrate bottle and this one, I was using a Swell bottle, and the Swell bottle had a very narrow opening at the top, and I didn't realize how much I missed having a large wide opening on the top of the bottle when you fill it with water. I used to spill water all the time when filling it up, and just having this larger opening makes a big difference for me. Now, moving on to the sensor, in the old version of the bottle, it would actually be a stick attached to the lid that would be put into the water to measure how much water you had in the bottle. Looking back, this was a terrible design decision because every time the water bottle would be empty, you have to take the lid off and the sensor would come off with it, and you don't want to get that dirty. Then on top of that, when you wash the lid, you have to remove the sensor and not get that wet because the battery's in there. It was a whole process and I didn't like that at all. In the new bottle, the sensor is in a puck form at the very bottom. It just twists on and off, and all the LED lights are also integrated into the puck. You aren't supposed to wash this part of the bottle, and you shouldn't have to because it's not exposed to anything, but they do say you can use a damp cloth if you need to clean it. Now, a few things to know about the sensor puck design. There is a little weight to it, And normally I don't care about weight in terms of my phone or my water bottle, but with this one, it does trick you a little bit. When the water bottle is empty with no more water left, I've had countless times where I picked it up and I thought there was water left in it, but in reality, it was just the weight of the sensor puck. It's not a big deal. I'm sure I'll get used to it over time, but just something I want to call out. Additionally, the sensor puck is also where the charging connector lives. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the charging cable for this bottle absolutely sucks. It's this random connector I don't have anything else for, and I really wish they just used a regular USB-C type connector. The cool thing about this though is a rechargeable battery. The previous version had these watch kind of batteries you had to replace every once in a while. With this one, you just charge it. I've only had to charge it twice so far with the couple weeks I've owned it, so about once a week. Not a big deal, and I really enjoy the fact that it's rechargeable. It also does charge pretty quickly. I would say between a half hour and an hour of USB charging, it's fully charged. One thing I don't understand though is that when it is charging, it just kind of flashes this green light all the time, and I don't really understand what it means or when the battery is fully charged. The last thing I want to talk about are the features of this bottle, and they're honestly exactly the same as the old model, but a lot nicer looking. The best feature of the bottle, in my opinion, is the fact that it tracks how much water you drink throughout the day. You can download the free app on both iOS and Android, and it syncs to your bottle over Bluetooth. The way it works is after you fill the water bottle with water, you put it on a flat surface for 5 to 10 seconds. Once you do that, it'll flash a blue light letting you know it has recalibrated and knows that you've added water to the bottle. And then after that, you just drink the water throughout the day, and it'll update the app letting you know how much water you've drank. In the app, you can actually even choose what your goal is. So for me personally right now, I have a 2-liter water goal every day. The cool part though is if you're behind on your goal during the day, the bottle will actually flash at you letting you know, hey, drink more water. On my last bottle, I actually turned this feature off because it looked really awkward being in meetings or whatever it might be, and then the light in the middle of the bottle just flashing. But with this new version, it looks really cool. The LEDs are very nice, and it's at the bottom of the bottle, so it's not as awkward. You do have the option to choose which color the light is. You also have the option to choose how many times it'll flash during the day, and you can also choose your wake up and sleep time so it won't flash at night. With that being said, I did learn from experience, and this thing flashed at the middle of the night at 12 a.m. exactly for some reason, more than once now, and it woke me up because I was falling asleep around that time. I think it's a bug in the software, so if anyone from the Hidrate team is watching this, please fix this issue. One more cool thing about the app is that it integrates with the Apple Health app if you're using an iPhone, so I love having all my health information in one central location. That's my review of the Hidrate Spark Steel Edition Smart Water Bottle. I have to say I am very, very impressed, and I have to say I'm actually going to recommend it to everyone watching this video. It is such a huge improvement from the previous version, and I've been drinking so much more water just because I have this bottle. I'll leave a link for the bottle down below in the description. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every single week. I'll see you guys next time. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.